If I'm not there, it won't get done. I choose to blame your mom. Woman child, why you always come a running to me? Fuck my life. Won't you let an innocent woman be? Never heard of self-care. Half your brain just ain't there. Woman child, why you always come a running, taking all my loving from me? Hey there, YouTube. It's me, Hens, and I'm back here with Amberlynn. This is her vlog. It has no special title or anything. It's called Something is Wrong with Me, New Diagnosis, and Starting a New Medicine. Okay, whatever. So you're 30. Welcome to the club. But at the same time, I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend, a fantastic Independence Day, and I hope you did something really fun that you either wanted to or that you haven't done in a while. So on Friday, I went to the gym in the morning, and then I went to the beach in the afternoon, and then Saturday, I went back to the beach at like 11:30 and left around 5:30. So I had a great day there. And there was basically nobody there because everyone went for the 4th of July. So they, I guess, didn't feel like going again. And then yesterday, I went to the gym. It took me fucking forever, but I went at like, it was like 5. Um, so I did work out for like 2 hours, and that was nice. No, I got there. I must have gotten there around 6 because I finished working out around 8. I had a great time, and I'm going to be increasing the amount of time I spend outside and just doing different things. That's the second phase. That's the second part of what I'm doing right now. Because before I told you I was changing my behaviors and trying to eat better, go to the gym, do stuff that are fun and active, more like how I did when I was in my 20s. And then now I'm starting to also just do things where I'm going to different places that I otherwise would have not done it. And not just because I was going alone, but like I just don't like going out and like having to exert myself. I'm an introvert, and then going to work at the office is kind of draining anyways. That was a long rant about basically nothing. I'm just working on some stuff for myself, trying to improve my general, you know, mindset, circumstances, behaviors, all that stuff. I want to live better and live longer, unlike our girl.
Hello, hello. Welcome to a new
Hello. And why are you going to do that? We're going to turn you down.
vlog.
Still hasn't edited her sound. She still has not reduced the sound on that.
So I'm super tired, but that's okay. Good morning, good morning. I actually have a doctor's appointment today. So it's really just a checkup to see how I'm doing on my new medicines, my thyroid medicine, because I have hypothyroidism, and then to see how I'm doing on Zoloft, which I'm doing really good. I'm sure it's going to be increased because that's usually what happens on Zoloft. You slowly increase.
That's usually what happens. So that's probably what's going to happen with me. I don't like how she always does this. She always says, well, this is what happens. This is what usually happens. How do you know this unless you're Googling it? Because a lot of times the doctors don't tell you what to expect because they don't want you to think that it's happening. Like the placebo effect, they don't want you to just believe that the medicine is working before it is. And that's her whole problem is she thinks that way about diets.
It. And I also need to talk about another symptom that I have randomly received. It's not about Zoloft, it's just a health related symptom. Something is happening, and I will share it after my appointment because I need to hurry.
Let's go back because the language she used Let's go back because the language she used was really interesting.
Talk about another symptom that I have randomly received. It's not about.
Another symptom that I have randomly received. Where'd you receive it from? The universe? Did the universe give you this morbid obesity?
Zoloft, it's just a health related symptom. Something is happening, and I will share it after my appointment because I need to hurry up, finish getting ready, And
Do you know what is a health related symptom, Amber? When you work out, you have more energy when you're just resting and doing nothing because your body is able to better utilize the resources that you're accumulating. But you do nothing and look where it got you.
you guys later. So me and my mom got these
Really, Amber?
with you guys later.
Wow. Wow.
So me and my mom got these frozen yogurt cones from Brahms. She introduced me, and they're actually so good. Usually I get vanilla, but they didn't have vanilla. They just had chocolate and swirl, but they're delicious, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're delicious, aren't they? Yeah. It's exactly how she used to talk to Destiny.
Frozen yogurt is the way to go. Hello, hello. So it's been a few days. Just a real quick, short update. I have been extremely busy the past few days. Something happened. I don't really want to get into it, but I'm all good. It's
Something.
just life is short, and like I try every day to like think of something that I'm grateful for, and I write it in my planner. I try very hard not to take
How about you actually apply it to your life instead of just writing it down like a little souvenir? How about you do that?
anything for granted. And in this moment, we should all just say something that we're thankful for. And for me, I'm gonna say
I'm thankful that I get to do something that I enjoy as a job, that it makes me feel like I'm constantly challenging myself and improving. And that is something that's not related to my degree. In case you're new, my degree is in music theory and history, not in logistical planning and coordination and uh, on site training and all of these things. um, and then it's just skills that I've acquired when I worked on campus in college. And then when I first graduated from college, I had a different job for about 5 years, and then I switched over to this one, and then I've been here for almost 8 years.
just because I was editing this video and it's the first thing on my mind, I'm gonna say my doctor. I am thankful for my doctor. We are now back on the swing of things. I've been busy, haven't been able to film, but I literally filmed my Let's Talk today, and now I'm back to vlogging. But I just want to give an update on the whole doctor thing. So I am increasing my Zoloft. I was started at 50 milligrams, and now I'm going up to 100 milligrams. Zoloft has
Yay,
absolutely been
yay,
working. I have been able to regulate my emotions. I do not wake
regulate.
up with like this extreme depressing feeling. I no longer have suicidal thoughts. I don't
That's because you literally are treating the chemical component without changing your behaviors. She has not changed anything that she's been doing since she started her Zoloft. That's the problem. It's not like she's trying to measure how the medicine affects her behaviors. She just doesn't intend to change. She just thinks that the medicine will fix why she feels sad, why she feels anxious, why she feels like she's about to explode. No, that's just your body telling you that you're about to die.
cry every single day. I'm telling you, I used to cry multiple times every single day. I
Yeah, because you have no emotional regulation and you still don't. You do not practice emotional regulation. That's a skill. And that's why you broke down in front of your doctor when you were talking about your medical needs being met. It's that you didn't speak up and you thought that they were still failing you because of it. And that doesn't make any sense when you have to tell your doctor if there's anything going on, or you have to tell your doctor if you think that you need additional help that they cannot give you. Like, what? And then whatever happened to the therapist?
am not as anxious anymore. I suffer with really bad, like, anxious attachment and paranoia and contamination things. And
No, you don't. That's the thing, is a lot of the things that she says are all of these different things are actually just the fact that she does not get any exposure to anything outside of her apartment. Normal people are forced to confront basic things on a daily basis. She does not do that at all and has been able to avoid it since she was living with Crystal, at the very least, if not with Casey. Because when Crystal's family was there, she never had to put herself out. She never had to work. She never had to do anything. And then Crystal's anxieties became her anxieties, like them being together all the time. That's the anxious attachment that she's talking about. The fact that she always has to have that person by her side because Casey wasn't always by her side. He had his own friends and they mocked him for being with her. But like Amber, or not just mocked, but like also like were questioning it because it didn't make sense. And then Amberlynn can never be alone ever since the Crystal era. She has to have somebody there, somebody that can just be latched onto, somebody that can always be available to support her and do things for her. She made Crystal make her a cup of tea while filming her, telling her that she did not film her and that she just wanted a cup of tea made by her girlfriend. That's the type of shit that she says is anxious attachment. But no, that's just you being a manipulative asshole.
Just so many different random anxieties. Like, even when it's just storming, I used to get so scared, and my anxieties in every area of my life has drastically improved. I'm able to regulate my emotions more. Like, I'm able
Go for a walk then. I dare you. Go for a walk in the rain.
to think and
Oh, I
rationalize
forgot cellulitis.
before I react. And my feelings aren't so strong and sharp. Instead, they're rounded and calmer, and I feel happier and clearer, and I just don't.
I love how she's just using random internet speak about, like, it sounds like she's been trolling forums trying to see what people say about how does it feel to have anxiety? How does it feel to have depression? What does it feel like? Is it like your emotions are jagged? Is it like every second is just grinding to a halt? Amber, if you actually understood, you would be able to express for yourself the feeling. It's not just about what you read online once that, oh, well, that's how people said it is. And then now she's just regurgitating it to us as though people in the audience don't have a variety of conditions that are treated with medicine, therapy, and otherwise.
Have this like dark fog over me. Like, I'm mourning every single day. Like, I'm telling you, like, just drastic difference. Like, I am just so grateful for that. So, what I was talking about with the random
Whatever happened to the therapist? Whatever happened to the therapist?
symptom that I'm having, I don't think it's because of the Zoloft. Thankfully, because I do not want to stop taking it. I want to take this for the rest of my life. If it has me feeling this much better, like, I'm just beyond relieved, and I need this in my life every single day. But the last, I want to say, for like 5 days, almost a week now, I have been itching really bad in the palms of my hands. It has been so bad that I've had to like get scissors and like just dig them in my hands, and I've digged so.
um, if you have a primary care doctor, why didn't you mention that? Because I kind of feel like that might be an allergic reaction. Like 5 days. If it were 1 or 2 days, I would say that's probably allergies, just to something topical. Because I have bad, like I said, I have bad allergies. I have skin allergies. I have food allergies. I have everything. I have environmental allergies. As a kid, I used to get hives all the time if I ever touched grass.
Hard that I have like red. Can you see that?
Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? Did you literally cut into your palm? Or is this the scar from the circle, the avocado circle? Or is this the scar from the avocado circle?
Like, it's not, the red is not what's making me itch. I have caused that from how hard I'm itching. And it's usually only at night while I'm sleeping and when I wake up.
Nah, this is just psychosomatic. I think this is just psychosomatic. This is just her saying, "Oh, you guys, this coincidental thing is happening. It must be associated with this thing. I could have mentioned it to my doctor, but I didn't."
And so my doctor's like, okay, we're gonna need to do some labs. So he's gonna do a whole liver panel because I guess that's a symptom of something being wrong with your liver. I have no idea. So he's
Is it? I don't know.
gonna check on that. And then I also need to get labs done where to see if the medicine I'm taking for my hypothyroidism is working, to see if I need to like take more, increase that, or whatever it may be. So we're gonna do labs for that. And there was another lab that he was pulling. I don't remember what it is at the moment, but I have to print off all those papers. And I'm actually gonna go tomorrow to get that done.
She does a lot of blood work. Like, is it normal to do blood work after 1 month of being on a medicine like Zoloft? Because she said, like, I know that you'll do like periodic ones, like every 3 months, every 6 months, whatever. I have a medication that I do every 3 months and every 6 months. It just depends on what my physician wants to do at the time. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That's so weird.
So yeah, I'm like worried that the itching can be due to liver. I don't know. The body is just like magnificent and like a good way and a bad way.
The
In the ways of
body?
like
The body? You mean your body. It's not separate from your consciousness. Even though you think it is, you only have one go around as far as you know. So it's your body, not the body.
your body can do some crazy things, but it can also heal and it can change for the better. And I feel like your body
Mm.
genuinely fights for you. Your body loves you, and you just need to do right by your body.
She's never met lupus, has she?
But it's magnificent in the way of like the crazy things it can do, the beautiful.
Also, your body didn't love you. Cancer is literally your own body. That's the problem, is that it is your body.
Things it can
Like,
do
what the
and
fuck?
just health in general, whether it's mental, physical, whatever it may be. But anyways, I'm done rambling. I have to edit my Let's Talk, get that scheduled for tomorrow. Things are just genuinely so off. I was supposed to do my live stream yesterday. I was supposed to film my weigh-in, my what I ate today. I was not able to do any of these things, but everything is back in the swing of motion of
So your itchy palms made you skip your live stream and everything. Really? Your itchy palms.
things. Currently
Stop
right now, I
jerking
don't think I'm
off.
gonna have like a YouTube schedule. I just can't
You're gonna sprout hair next.
stick to something right now. I just have a lot going on
Or
behind this.
or you like to shit on Stevie Wonder and uh Helen Keller. Maybe you'll just go blind as a fucking ironic strike against you.
Scenes. For sure, a vlog is gonna go up every Monday though, because I genuinely love vlogging. It's literally my favorite.
It's not funny to joke about, but she's a terrible person in that way. That she always seems to pick on people who are actually disabled or who actually have something that they cannot avoid, a medical condition that they didn't eat themselves into.
But just like the weigh-ins and the what I ate today's, that to me is just messing with me. All right, you guys. So it has been
Ugh.
hours since I last talked to you. I have taken Twinkie out. I have showered. I edited my Let's Talk. I scheduled it to go up. And then I was editing this. And then I went onto my health chart portal thing just to see if I forgot to tell you guys anything. And I did. The other thing that they're doing labs for me is to see if I have liver autoimmune disease. So that's kind of with
Yeah, no. Wait. they didn't clear they didn't notice any odd liver function when they first prescribed the medication to you. And now they think that you could have a potential liver autoimmune disorder. Really? How does that even make sense? How would they how would they miss such an how how would they miss such an how would they miss something how would they miss something like that? Isn't that like wouldn't that affect her liver function?
in the liver panel. I didn't even know there was a such thing. I have no idea, but I'm just very grateful for my doctor that he's trying to figure this out because, like, what? I'm itching so hard, I am causing welts. Like, I'll show you a picture here of how it looked right after I was done itching it.
Oh, so it is a hive. Yeah, you're just allergic. I think you're just allergic. Because, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I am an allergy specialist in terms of experiencing them. That looks like a hive, like how I used to get, except like I'm talking my entire leg would be covered just from touching it a little bit. The smell of cut grass would make me start sneezing and sometimes would give me a nosebleed.
Like, there was nothing on my skin. Like, this is an internal itch. It's not like a rash or anything like that. I was itching so hard. I created that, and then the welt, like, went down, and now it's just red.
Yeah, I think that's allergies.
And the other thing is, I have like a slightly elevated blood pressure. Like when I was in the ER a couple months ago, when I first got there, my blood pressure was a little elevated. But like as I sit there and I'm sitting in the ER bed,
Did they do a white blood cell count? Because I was having weird white blood cell stuff and it was my allergies. They were like, why is it so high still? And it was literally, they did the allergy blood panel and then, oh, it's because you're totally reactive right now. You're literally walking around reacting to several different environmental things. that are like literally killing you a little bit. That's why you're having a white blood cell reaction.
My blood pressure does go down to a normal rate, but for some reason, like whenever I'm up walking or if I'm just like nervous about a doctor's appointment, my blood pressure is always elevated. So I'm actually going to be put on some blood pressure medicine. And I'm very nervous about it because he said it could make me
Are
dizzy.
you?
And I just don't even like the thought of that. The side effect of being dizzy
Don't
outweighs
worry. You don't stand up enough.
what could happen from having elevated blood pressure.
Like I said in my last video, I think I have multiple people in my family who have died of morbid obesity or they died of diabetes complications. That's why I'm not trying to get those things. That's why I'm not trying to encourage my genes to turn against me. But Amberlynn clearly didn't get that memo. She's like, oh, my grandma was 600 pounds until she had weight loss surgery, and I'm never having weight loss surgery. I guess I'll be 600 pounds. Take after her. It's all from my grandma.
Okay, guys, so this is just a little mini update about.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Do you know who you look like? You know who you look like? We're gonna do this. Red, Looney. I can spell Looney. Looney Tune Tunes Monster. This is what you look like. Like each like you know what I mean. Look at this thing. It's like the split is where her hair parts. It gives me that impression. And it's both creeps, you know? This guy, he like walks and then he creeps. Amberlynn shuffles and then she creeps.
My labs. I went there today and online they said they closed at a certain time, but I went there and that
They
wasn't
were
actually accurate. I
closed.
literally was 20 minutes late. They said they closed at a certain time. I got there an hour before they closed, or what they.
Amber, they are open and still servicing the people who have been checked in already. They're not taking any new walk ins. Learn how to use the medical system. God damn.
Said they closed online. That's okay. I'll just go a different day. Tomorrow is 4th of July though, so they said that they're not going to be open until Monday. So I might go Monday, get my labs done. And I'm going to be downright completely vulnerably honest right now. I think I have too much anxiety taking my blood pressure medicine. So my blood pressure
Yes, so you should just not take it so your blood pressure will be even higher. I like that for you.
was 152 over 86, I'm pretty sure.
Jesus
So it's
fucking
nothing like
Christ.
extremely insane.
Jesus Christ. Amber, that is. So I looked it up, and that is. So high blood pressure, hypertension stage 2 is what she has, basically. Because according to the. Uh, this is the American Heart Association. This is from the American Heart Association. High blood pressure stage 2 is systolic 140 or uh, or diastolic 90. So her diastolic was 86, so that's still okay technically. By okay, I mean it's still high blood pressure stage 1, but then hers is over that 140 threshold. It says 140 or higher is high blood pressure stage 2. So that's what she has. And that's after all this time of saying that she has low blood pressure.
So it's nothing like extremely insane. It is high, yes, but like I don't know what it is. I feel so anxious to take it. Genuinely, I think it's because like my doctor warned me that I'm going to be
It's
dizzy on
because
it
you
more
know
than
better.
likely, especially in the beginning because your body gets used to having a certain blood pressure. So then when it lowers, it feels almost as if your blood pressure is too low. I don't know. I'm no doctor here.
Does it? Because usually people don't even realize that they have high blood pressure at first. Their doctor tells them when they're doing tests. Just like with you. You didn't know, except that you were having all of these other symptoms at the same time. And otherwise, you wouldn't notice. Because she just notice she's not talking about any kind of discomfort, any kind of actual side effects of the high blood pressure itself. She's just saying, oh, well, this also came up.
But that's just what I was told. So then your body gets dizzy and like eventually it evens out. But oh my God, I feel so anxious about it. And it's like Zoloft takes away
Oh my
all of the
God.
anxieties almost, but not this one. but not this one. So I'm having a hard time and I just don't know what to do. Anyways, tomorrow's 4th of July and I'm hanging out with my mom. I also hung out with my mom today, celebrated some of my stepdad's birthday, which was really fun. My friend actually baked him a cake. It was so cute. I should have got
Not Amberlynn doxing her stepdaddy's birthday.
a picture for you guys. I forgot. But tomorrow is 4th of July. And
Oh, and this is gonna come out really late because I went to there was another $5 mystery movie and it was really good. It was this movie called Oh Hi. I was not going to watch that in the theaters. I just had no plans. It was fucking fantastic. I was laughing the whole time and literally like sometimes laughing too loud. I was like it was a little bit embarrassing cuz it was just so fucking funny. And the funniest thing is that it was like watching a straight version of Amber. Yeah.
I'm just in my closet actually trying to decide what to wear. I have like 2 red dresses. So we'll see if I wear one of those. I like to wear red for 4th of July personally. Hello, hello, happy 4th of July.
Ew.
It is the next day. I totally forgot that I got this red
Why do you look like that?
polka dotted dress because I have like a mesh red dress, a lace red dress.
Why do you look like that? You look like a toddler. You look like a kid from Toddlers and Tiaras, but they like dress themselves.
And when I was looking in my closet, I'm like, oh, now I have a polka dotted red dress. It's new. It's in my recent Torrid try on haul. And I was like, you know what? Since it's new, I'm going to wear it. So here's my little outfit of the day.
This is why men are constantly leering at you. It's not just a matter of like what you wear, it's how you wear it. She's wearing the mesh and it accentuates the parts that people are usually either weirded out by or grossed out by because Amberlynn doesn't wash, Amberlynn doesn't take care, she doesn't dress well. So she puts herself out as a spectacle. Her body is a spectacle.
I think it's super cute. Has pockets. All I am missing is blue. I do have blue mesh. Should
I felt so patriotic when I had a blue shirt with a red emblem and it was a button down and then I wore these red swim trunks. I wore it to the beach and I felt so patriotic. I felt so patriotic. I was like an American flag.
I wear blue mesh? Because red, white, and then the blue mesh. No, I'm just gonna stick to the
Really?
black. And then I'm wearing my hair in pigtails again. My mom loves when I wear my hair like this. So I'm like, you know what? Thank you for hyping me
Sure.
up. So yeah, here's my outfit. This dress though, like I prefer my dresses to be a little bit more snug.
You prefer them to be stuck in your creases. Really? Really? So the very thing that people complimented you on for these dresses is the very thing that you hate about it. See, that's why she was wearing all those shirts with cleavage that the home told her she couldn't wear when she was with Destiny. They told her she couldn't wear the shit that she wanted because she dresses like this. It's so weird. It's not just provocative because it's not really, but it is impractical. If you come to work dressed like this, what are you fucking dressed to do? You're not dressed to clean. You're not dressed to help anyone. You're dressed to just sit there.
In the back, but this is so loose. But that's okay.
It's like a
Gives
parachute.
me room to breathe. So every time I do a
Ew.
Torrid try on haul, I'm always plucking. See, this is loose. Like I don't pluck just because something's tight or doesn't fit. I genuinely think I'm just a plucker because it's just a weird habit. I don't know. Do you guys have habits where you're just like, why do I do that? I don't understand. I have multiple of those, including the plucking. Okay, guys, so I wanted to talk about this because it's very popular topic. I'm getting a lot of DMs on Instagram, and this genuinely has surprised.
A lot of tea. She's getting a lot of DMs on Instagram, you guys. That means it's popular. It means that people want to know. Not just anybody, but the people who are important to her, the people who matter, her friends.
Me. So in my last vlog that I uploaded, I'm hanging out with my mom and my grandma,
Are you?
and my mom shares about when I was younger, some of like my tooth problems, how I had baby bottle rot or whatever it's called, and how I slept in a crib when I was
Or whatever it's called. I just can't even be bothered to listen to my mommy when she speaks.
4 and I still used a bottle. And a lot of people are like, oh my god, why would Amberlynn share that story? Like, what the heck, that paints her.
Amber, before she even misinterprets what everybody is saying, the number one thing is, even if that's a moment for you all to come together now, it should not have been on the internet because it was inappropriate for your YouTube channel. It was. Other people can say that. It doesn't matter. Other people can say it because fundamentally it exposes some really deep neglect and abuse that you were going through. And that's dark. And that is not something that you can just put on the internet without a disclaimer. That's not something that you can just propagate and say, oh, well, we moved past it. So it's not really that big of a deal, because it really is. It really fucking is. And it informs her whole attitude towards her pets and towards potential children that she could have had. That this is how Amberlynn thinks. That, oh, well, you can do something that's really, 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 really bad to the point that you get taken away. But if in the future we both come to a point where we need each other, we can just forget about it. It just never happened. It's just not a thing. No, Amber, this is some deep trauma that you don't understand. We should not understand your trauma just by witnessing it better than you do.
Mom in such a bad light. And I'm over here just like,
And I'm just
what?
talking about this one instance. Like, I'm not talking about anything else. The way that she did not grasp the severity of what she was talking about, it was like, I'm just so smart for a 4-year old. No, you were desperate to survive, like I said, without being in constant pain. That is utterly tragic. That is something that will never be forgiven.
That's nothing. That was like my normal. That was like a story that me and my mom and my dad share with everybody because
Not your dad. You don't talk to him, remember? You think he's a piece of dirt who isn't worth being spat on if he was on fire. You've said everything, including that your father was dead, just for attention. Fuck you.
we find humor in it. And it just
We find humor. Great. Take that humor to the comedy club and watch how few people applaud you. Do it.
it started to make me think that like some of my trauma is like so normalized to me and that's what I was used to growing.
I see you have an AirPod in. Whatever happened to your beats? Somebody pointed that out too. Whatever happened to your beats? Did they keep switching like I said they were going to? And also, this whole, well, maybe it was normalized trauma. You would have unpacked that in therapy if you weren't skipping it when you were in high school, like I think you were, and if you actually went at all and ever talked about your real issues, because it's clearly exposing that she's never talked about and opened up about the things that really, really hurt her. It's just, oh, well, I'll just gloss over it. I'll just make fun of it. I'll just pretend that it doesn't really bother me. I'll just make an excuse. Oh, I must have been so intelligent that I was just doing something for myself that most kids couldn't. No, Amber. Most kids would be hopefully not ever put into that situation, or a situation where they have to navigate for themselves. That's one of the most cruel things you can do, is to expect a child to navigate the world that they've never been in on their own with no prior expectations of that. Fuck you for thinking that way, because you're literally saying that to your audience, that there are some people who will believe you that it's totally cool to do this.
Growing up that like that story genuinely didn't even feel like anything bad. If anything, it kind of highlighted how far my mom has come. If so many people took it
If anything, you're just fucking stupid.
like the wrong way of like, wow, her mom was so neglectful. I mean, yeah, like my mom admits to that. She's very open about that. My mom will be 10 years sober November 1st of this year. 10 years, a decade.
That's great. That is really good. Every day is a challenge, I'm sure, because she's still an addict to this day. But Amberlynn doesn't understand what that means. She doesn't understand what being clean means, because she's not clean in any way. All of her vices, She engages in them, every single one of them, because she has the money to.
decade. And if people think the story about my teeth and me being in a crib is bad, that's nothing. Like, that's genuinely
That's nothing. If you guys want to hear how shitty my mom really was, I can tell you. Like, we don't want to hear that, Amber. And the glee in your eyes, this little glint right here, that glint right there, the glint right there, we know what that is. This is you really liking that people are invested in something about you, like a story that she has full ownership of. Well, that's happened to me, so it's my story to talk about. It's sick. And this is her profiting off of her trauma.
just a story that we've always shared. That's why we laugh so much during the story. Me and my mom both are used to like chaos, and my mom has gone through so much. And, in her sobriety, she has had to confront so many different things, and she has to talk about these things to heal from them and to not have so much guilt over these things. And she's had to
Amber, she doesn't owe the audience anything though. Not for this. That's the that's the part she doesn't understand. It's just the over explanation about why it's okay.
ask for forgiveness, and I have forgiven her my whole life. I very much am unconditional in that regard. But a big
Amber, if you've always forgiven regardless of the situation, that's bad. That means that you don't actually forgive her change. You only forgive to move out of the situation. It's what she said, where she has to sit and make the person talk it out right then and there. She said that. And her partners, Destiny and Beck, have said that as well. That she will hold them hostage and make them discuss something because she wants to talk about it. But if they want to talk about it, oh, I better start filming. I'm gonna start filming. Don't talk about it. That's how she controls the narrative. And then with this whole situation, she is just making it clear that boundaries don't matter to her. That there's no sense of propriety in any area of her life.
thing is, my mom always said anything that she put me through in my life is my story, and I'm willing to share it. And what I love about sharing it now, this day and age, is that's the past. And seeing how far my mom has come is just so incredible. You guys wouldn't believe.
Amber, we don't care about what your mom has done in the interim. Like, we don't need to know any of it. We don't need to know if Mama Lynn was running the prison while she was there. We don't need to know anything. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? Like, she just cannot accept that you do not need to talk about your entire family history. But that's the thing, is she doesn't do anything. Most people can talk about the things that they do. She doesn't have anything.
Where my mom used to be in the childhood that I genuinely had. And a lot of
Genuinely?
people have said through my years on YouTube, Amberlynn, why do you talk so badly about your parents? Why do you share this and that? Why do you over exaggerate your childhood? The crazy thing is, I underplay everything.
The crazy thing is, I don't believe you, because you yourself have said, "Oh, well, my BPD causes me to be so outrageous and so out of the ordinary in terms of my emotional response." Really? So, all of your negative responses, like when your mom went to prison, like how you got all that stationery and said, "I'm going to write letters to my mom every day," and you never wrote one, like that shit.
Because I love my parents so much and I don't want them to be painted in a bad light. And that's a big reason why I don't talk about foster care.
Okay. Okay. Miss, my dad is dead. You said that. You said that. Your dad's not fucking dead. So you can go fuck yourself.
Or why I was in foster care or things around it, because I'm not over exaggerating. I'm downplaying everything that I went through, I guess, for this reason, because I don't want people to like look at my parents and think of them.
Amber, I lived in Northern California. I went to school with people who were going through all sorts of shit. They didn't get taken away from their parents. Your parents did some fucked up shit, some repetitive fuck shit to get you taken away and your brothers. You don't need to tell us the specifics because it's obvious. We don't need to know because we don't really care. You're a stranger still. You're the only one so invested in what everybody else thinks. And at this point in your life, at 34, almost 35, every other average person our age literally will have faced a situation where they just have to get over what other people will think because otherwise their life will be on pause. But Amberlynn lives with her life on pause, so it doesn't matter.
in a harsh way. But then it just gets convoluted and confusing because it's like my story is my story, and my mom has come so far. And every single day, I'm like, "You did that, woman. I'm so proud of you. She's such an inspiration." Like, it just makes my heart feel so full. Like, if
Fool? It makes you feel so fool because you've never done anything like it.
you guys, if we could plug in a little device, this is such a Black Mirror episode. Plug in a device and see my memories or see my mom's memories, and then look at her now. You guys, it is
I don't really want to see what your memories look like because they're all twisted and distorted and probably suck me into hell.
such a beautiful thing. How amazing and glorious life is once you find that sobriety and you completely change.
When's the last time you went to a beach? When's the last time you went to a museum? When's the last time you went to a zoo? When's the last time you did anything for the first time? These are all questions I have to ask because I can't recall any of them for her. I mean, the last museum was with Wifey, probably. The slave museum that she wore a chain to. Yeah, Amber, I'm not forgetting.
Your life. Me and my mom are going to Ross.
Hey, what's up?
Look at her
Hey,
hair,
Mama
how pretty it
Lynn.
is, and she wants to cut it all off. She wants
If she's gonna cut her hair off, she should see if she can donate it. I know it's dyed, but
to cut all
sometimes
that.
they'll accept, right? Because, like, that's a lot of hair. And it looks like, actually, it's kind of graying. I don't know if they take gray wigs. Because, like, I heard gray hair is, like, really hard to work with because it's a hollow tube, essentially. There's no color and pigment in it. And so it's hard to dye as well. I'm not sure.
Girl, girl.
Yeah.
Also, like, what? You call your mom girl? The fuck?
So next weekend she might cut it.
Yep.
Are you excited?
Yeah. I'm getting a diet.
See,
too.
that's the other thing is she wants us to treat this like a regular mom-daughter relationship. This is not a regular relationship. This is weird, and this is not something that is this is not aspirational. This, in my mind, is not aspirational.
Gray and black. So when my grays come in, you can't really tell.
Sorry. This is 2017 Amberlynn, and then you come over here, current Amberlynn. That is so
Ew.
cute. Some woman just said she likes my whole vibe. I thought that was so sweet.
Is it? Is it baby hooker? Baby hooker. Is that really what we're going for?
So I was genuinely thinking about getting this until I looked at the price. $52.99. Not bad, but is it worth it? So we're standing above this river on this bridge here. There's the city. So when
Wow. We're doing exactly the same thing that we did for the last one. Yay. Can't even do anything new for the fucking 4th of July.
it gets dark, there's fireworks coming from every angle possible. So this is where we like to come. Oh, they're already started. Thumbnail.
Thumbnail, what's that mean?
Ew.
I don't know. Do you see the city?
Yeah.
I mean, I do know. Thumbnail is like for the video
Oh, thumbnail.
that people see.
Well,
Welcome to Oklahoma City, the bridge where all the fireworks are.
oh, they can't really see them, right? Like,
No, it has to get darker.
yeah.
And then pretty soon the whole bridge is going to be filled up with people. We already have some people down there. There's tons of people on that bridge. But pretty soon this whole one is going to be filled.
Amberlynn is like a character design from an anime. It's just everything is exaggerated and weird. And I say that, and I like anime. I love anime, but that's how she dresses.
though. You know? It's so weird. Like, why aren't you seeing what I'm seeing?
Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a
Wow. Just had to pad out the video because we've never seen fireworks. None of us. None of us have seen professional fireworks ever by a city, by a private organization, by anything. Never. We're all just too ignorant and inexperienced. Amberlynn is giving us those real, genuine times to experience life. We just have to do it through her lens. Classic Amber, a dramatic shot of a doctor's office and then a jump cut to a big ice cream cone. Amber telling us that we need to do right by your body is so ironically comical. For some reason, my blood pressure gets elevated. I can think about 540 reasons for that might happen. The cut from the doctor's appointment to an ice cream cone is so textbook. Amberlynn, we are really watching her health decline in real time. Goral, you're almost 600 pounds. You are absolutely right. Your body is fighting to literally stay alive. The pigtails are actually a crime. Anyone else think this is the beginning of her body starting to shut down? I don't know. Maybe. You need to do the right. You need to do right by your body. Is rich coming from you. Frozen yogurt is not the way to go when your BMI is 100. This loose style dress fits you better than snug fit. It looks good. You should continue to get this fit. She won't, because you said that. Collecting diagnoses like they're Pokemon. Itching is one symptom of diabetes. Really? I didn't think so. I don't want to hear about your childhood anymore. Please, can we move on? I'm begging you. You had it the worst. Your parents are the worst. We get it. With all due respect, Amber, what are you do? With all due respect, Amber, what are you doing all day that you're so busy that you can't film clips or vlog, which is supposed to be your job? Eating. The pigtails ain't it. Breaking news. Almost 40-year-old discovers that modern medicine and listening to your doctors works. Instead of Instead of Minnie Mouse, the red dress is giving Jumbo Mouse. I think we'll end it there. And if you enjoyed this reaction, leave a like, subscribe, please. I really do appreciate it. I'm starting to work towards new goals and just bigger and better things. And I hope you'll join me. And leave a mouse. I forgot to say. I friggin' forgot to say. Leave a mouse or whatever in the comments. Talk to you later. Bye.